Hey, True Believers, England Teen here with another batch of new comic book reviews. Usually I try to do a Marvel, DC, and independent. Marvel, I'm just not interested in, guys. I want to be, but I can't. This is all DC, not gonna lie to you. We even got a couple of the same sort of story as we've got two deceased books to talk about. So just kick back, relax, let's get this party started. First up, we're going to talk about Deceased, Dead Planet. This is issue number 2, and I was... Okay, look, I could say I'm pleasantly surprised, but in all honesty, you guys know, basically I'm a shill for this, but thankfully it backs up. You know, I'm not shilling for something that's bad. I actually love this because it is actually a good book. Deceased has yet to fail me, to tell you the truth. I mean, granted... On the digital first, I didn't care for the first chapter, but this has been just a lot of fun. Here we get to meet, I guess it's Justice League Dark, but in all honesty, it's Shadowpact. It's Shadowpact. You've got John Constantine, Zatanna, you got all the magicians and everything, and they pop in, and I'm thinking, wow, you know, with the ease, by the way, that they dispatch the zombies, so what's the problem? You know, it comes down to that, especially when everything is settled down. John Constantine talks to Swamp Thing, and he takes out an entire horde with just a shrug of his shoulders. Okay, so what's the freaking problem? If you could do that, then why are they? But we actually find out a little bit later what the freaking problem really is. It's not normal zombies. It's when you come across the superpowered zombies and all that kind of stuff that really makes the difference. I'm still digging on the dialogue. I'm still digging. Even the art has kind of grown on me a little bit more. I like this art a lot better than I did, oh goodness, the Unkillables. And I like the Unkillables. It's just I think this is a little more tight. This is a little bit sharper. Let's see. Anything I didn't like about this book? I'm not a big fan of the premise, like Cyborg's head goes off and they're like, woo, we gotta go back to Earth and save Cyborg. And granted, there are a lot of people that they could be saving, but it doesn't seem like that's their mission here. Especially when they find out, oh my gosh, I've got the cure. Yeah, and, they're acting like, oh, we gotta save everyone. No, I'm sorry. I would not take that at all. Yeah, you save who you can, but if someone's way too powerful, get rid of them. You must, if it's going to cost other lives in order to save somebody. Oh no, we can't kill Wonder Woman even though she's, wiping out the rest of the Earth. No, I'm pretty sure she needs to go in order to save the rest. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of. I'm never like one to say, hey, these heroes should be killing villains. But that's not what this is about. But that's the only thing I'm finding weak about this story. Otherwise, yeah, it's really cool. Still going. So far, so good. Next up, I want to talk about Hawkman 26. And for the longest time, I was told to call this Man with Mason Wings. Because anytime I mention how great a comic book is, they give it to a new creative team. We've heard that Hawkman is being canceled. The other night on a live stream, the other night according to this recording, we were talking about how there is no bad run of Hawkman. There has never been a bad Hawkman book. And this is the same. This is the last issue. This is the big payoff. This is not just to this issue, but to the series, it feels like. And it works. Man, this is such a great series. I would recommend this for trades. Obviously, if you haven't been reading and this is the first time you've heard about it or whatever, I can't go, hey, you know what, this last issue, you really should pick it up. But I will say this about the Hawkman series. It is one of the best runs of any comic book character I've ever read. And, granted, that's 40 years worth of comics, thousands and thousands of books. So when I say something like that, it might be number 100, but it's 100 in like a million. So check this thing out. It's like, it's such an incredible story. I loved the ending. You do have Hawkman and Hawkgirl dying. I love the fact that they're given the option. There's no more reincarnation. You could go to the final resting place. And and that's not where the story ends. It's just so, and I'm not going to spoil the last page. I just think it was a really good story, well told, well written. Good on you, Venditti, who has quickly become one of my favorite writers, and I can't wait to see what he does next. And once again, pick up these trades. Batman Detective Comics 1025. Okay, so I keep saying this. I keep saying I love the idea of the Joker War, and I like the whole. In all honesty, I'm not liking a lot of the details. It's like, because, you know, okay, that character's got to be stupid to do this, and that, you know, in order for this to happen, this character's got to be dumb as hell. But the thing is, they're starting to smarten up. They're starting to have the heroes act like heroes. Okay, things have gone to shit. Now let's tell everybody, you know, why Batman's Batman. In this case, we get a good run from Batwoman as well. And they storm the castle. It's they storm Wayne Industries in this one, and you actually see them. I mean, let's face it, if Joker is just taking over Wayne Industry Tech, who better to destroy it than Bruce Wayne himself? So, you know, it's good to see that that's happening. Problem is, over in Batman, he's still feeling the effects of the drug, and he's still wobbly, he's still getting his ass kicked. The problem with the Joker War is there's no consistency. There's no continuity. That's a huge problem. And I'm going to do this. Back in my day, I mean, if you go back and you read, say, like Nightfall, or if you read No Man's Land, one issue leads into the next. It actually looks like a well-planned story. That's not here. What's happening in Detective Comics does not feel like it has anything to do with what's happening in Batman, which doesn't really feel like it has anything to do with what's going on in Nightwing or Batgirl. So I'm telling you, I love the concept of Joker War. I like the setup, but I gotta start being honest. I gotta start getting past the fanboy and pointing out the fact that, in all honesty, this is a mess. It is a mess of a crossover. And what's worse is it could be so good. I was so on board for Tinian because of definitely, I mean, let's face it, if anybody almost could have jumped on after Tom King and made it look good. And Tinian did. And I'm telling you what, as far as things are going right now, they need to get their shit together, or this is going to fall by the wayside just as much as the Tom King run did. Deceased Hope at World's End #7. I've been, like I said, the first issue, Twids, shush. The first issue of this, I was like, it's all right, it's okay, and I didn't care for it as much, but this has been getting better and better as we're seeing little vignettes, little stories that happen in the Deceased world that maybe didn't focus on the main story, and I appreciate that. This kind of brings in the heroes, and not for long. I mean, really, this is a Black Adam story. It's a Hawkman story, and Wonder Woman and Superman just so happen to be there. And I think that's one of the cool things about it. Let me tell you something. Black Adam is one of my favorite supervillains. I love the fact that he seems to be the focal point here. I wish, however, they made him the object of fear that he should be. I didn't get that from Black Adam. Black Adam is just like a zombified Wonder Woman. You should be terrified just the sheer notion that somewhere in the world you have a Black Adam and a Wonder Woman that have been zombified in any way, shape, or form and are now running around transforming people. And I think they kind of dropped the ball by not focusing on that. However, I did enjoy the story. I do like this chapter. It's definitely better than the first one. It's not as good as some of the others, however, but it's still damn enjoyable. This is a book that I would say you should be picking up. Plus, it's always good to see Hawkman and I was about to say She-Ra. I do mix that up. It's like whenever I have to say the Max, and I call him the Mask for some reason. But anyway, I dig on this. I think it's a great storyline. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. That's just about all I can say about that, says Forrest Gump. Okay, and as always, I do like to line up the covers here from best to worst. I've got to tell you, Hawkman, the end of Hawkman here, number 26, is amazing. Check this story out in the trades. Deceased is still a strong series, and yes, it is a series of mini-series. So Dead Planet, I highly recommend as well. I'm losing faith in the Joker War. This was still a decent enough issue, and I liked it enough, but I'm still losing faith in the Joker War, so hopefully it gets its crap together. And then finally is Deceased Hope of the World's End, number 7. Not that any of these are bad. All of them are really good stories. I just thought this was the weakest of this batch. So there you go, guys. Those are my reviews. What do you think? Let me know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. Hit one of the videos that are popping up around you here and click like on those as well. And if you do like this channel, by all means, please go on over to Patreon or Ko-Fi. Drop $1 in the till. Help us keep the lights on. Help us keep making videos for you. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.